What is the importance of building an emergency corpus? And also, can debt funds really support you during the time of recession? We have industry expert Mr. Hariharan with us today. Hari, can you please elaborate on this?
Yogesh has been laid off by his company. Okay, so his company has said that let's part ways. There is a recession. We no longer need your services. And he's not sure when he's going to get a new job. And obviously, his first worry is that there is already EMI going on. I've got my family to support. How do I do that? Fortunately, he had done some investments. Maybe somebody like Mr. Ramlingam had approached them, and they had started some investment long back. So he reaches out to his advisor, and he says that, advisor, I have been laid off. I need money to take care of my family. So whatever mutual fund investments we had done, let's quickly redeem because I need to survive. And I don't know when I'm going to get my next job. So obviously the advisor empathizes, says that I know it's very difficult period. But all these investment that we had done, if you remember Mr. Yogesh, we had said that this SIP is for your child's education, this SIP is for your retirement, this SIP is for your world tour. So if we touch them, those goals will also go for the toss. Now, double dilemma. If you don't touch it, you can't survive. If you touch it, your future is at stake. So obviously Yogesh and you and I will also do the same thing. Future we will see later on. Inni thod paatkalan. Right? So let's look at what we can do today. If we survive today, only then we will have to look at future. No? So he somehow says that I want my money back. So please do the needful. And the advisor says, okay. And this is exactly the reason why at the time of investment, I had suggested that you should create what is called as an emergency corpus so that we don't have to touch our other investments. Okay. So the next application of debt mutual fund is to create what is called as an emergency corpus. So let's understand the concept. All of us can face emergencies at any point in time. Yes or no? And there are some uninvited guests. None of us want them, but they can come. And they don't announce and come, isn't it? Now, what kind of emergencies can you and I face? We could have an medical emergency. There could be hospitalization. There could be loss of income, which is what Yogesh faced. And if you go back again to COVID period, I had many of my relatives who had to face a layoff. Some of them faced a 30% cut in salaries. Okay, so reduced income could be a challenge. For the businessman, that point in time, he had done business, but people had not paid them. So there was a delayed income. There could be, so it's monsoon season. Okay, and in places like Mumbai, Chennai, Kerala, and some east areas, you know what kind of evoke monsoon can do, right? And so you'll have sudden repairs because there is a leaking ceiling that you've got. You have to address that. So there's a repair that has come, or somebody is staying, your relatives, your parents are staying somewhere else. They have fallen sick. There's an emergency. You will not go to buy a train ticket. You will buy a train ticket, which is Tatkal, or you will take a flight and go, isn't it? So there's unavoidable expenses that come. So this is where your emergency corpus becomes important, right? The question now is, how much of money should I keep as an emergency corpus? For a salaried individual, the thumb rule is 3 to 6 months, which means if I've got 50,000 rupees as monthly expenses, I need to keep minimum 3 months to 6 months. So 1.5 lakhs to 3 lakh rupees should be kept as an emergency corpus. This is a separate investment. Please remember, it's not your normal SIPs. Because if you touch your other SIPs to fund these emergencies, that goal is going to go. So this is something which is created separately. In fact, this is one of the foundational blocks of financial planning. That's one of the first things that is typically done with investors to ensure that they first create that foundation. Because if your foundation is strong, the building can be constructed. So insurance and emergency is typically the foundation blocks. So for the self-employed, because there is more variation in income, vulnerability also increases, you make it more conservative, you increase it to 6 to 12 months. Okay, so these are again thumb rules. On a one-to-one basis, Mr. Ramlingam is the best person to guide you. What is the kind of emergency corpus you would need? But my simple suggestion and request, if you have not done it, you must do it, because emergencies don't come announced. COVID was a big eye-opener for all of us. Okay. And I know many investors after COVID have started accepting that we need an emergency corpus. Till that time, everybody was saying that, no, my job is very secure. Nothing is going to go against me, etc., etc. COVID was a big learning for us. Now, how do you create? Obviously, you will not invest in equities because this is the money that can be required at any point in time. So you play a bit safe. you park it in what is called as a liquid asset, which means you can exit from that investment at any point in time without taking too much of hit. And therefore, the conventional products, apart from savings account, is to get into a liquid fund, okay, a money market mutual fund, or an ultra short duration fund. Very safe instruments, very safe mutual funds. Okay, so better returns as compared to savings, obviously, and that is why you get into these kind of investments.
Thanks for your detailed explanation. Are you in search of a personal guide who can remove the stress of handling your finances? Then please feel free to avail our expert consultation. And also, you can attend our webinars to gain investment related insights. Both the consultation and webinar are absolutely free, and you can find the link in the below description. Please like and share, and do subscribe to Holistic Investment.